Hi Sue, it was really nice to meet you yesterday. I wanted to give you a video overview of your lesson and the things we talked about in your session. There was three main things that we talked about at the start of your swing, at setup, that were influencing the takeaway in your backswing for the club. The club face was getting quite shut down as the club moved away. We can see with this swing here now, the face of the club here in these first few frames is quite shut down, very much pointing at the ground. We can see here how much that club face is pointing at the ground. Now, that was due to several things. One was you tended to have the club face point to the left at the start, which is something that you need to address. The second was your ball position was too far, not your ball position, your head position in relation to the ball was too far back behind the ball. We want to try and get your left ear here level with the ball for a mid-iron. When the club gets longer, it can be a little bit further back with a driver. Where you are right there is perfect for a driver, which is one of the reasons why you're good at driving the ball. In general though, we want to have everything up straighter and taller and more on top of the ball at address. So your club shaft was the second point that we talked about. The shaft of the club needs to be more straight up and down. So 1 was head position, 2 was the club shaft, 3 was the club face being square. Those are the three things that I'd like you to work on in order to get some more loft on the club face, and also in order to have your body aligning better for where the club should be grounding out. Like most things with golf, usually there's more than one issue. So there's one main issue and then there's compensations for that issue. So your main issue is the club going back shut, and the way back through, your arms want to reverse rotate and open. Now this drill here really encourages what we want you to have a feeling of coming through. Now you're at the moment still quite open with your hands there. The balls that we hit when we were doing this drill, the balls that you hit when we were doing this drill were really, really good. So the drill that we gave you was to feel as though you're doing 2 of these swings up high with the club head roughly at kneecap height, at knee height, and then you're feeling like when you're coming through impact here that your arms are really rotating and wrapping through. Now you can see with this video here that your arms aren't being really aggressive, although your feel is telling you that your arms are. So there was 2 swings up high at knee height, and then there was 1 swing having a practice swing beside the ball on the ground where the grass is there beside the ball. The objective with this was to get a feeling of where the club wants to brush the ground. Now we can see with this swing here that the club, we can't really see it unfortunately, the club's out of the view, but I know that your club there is trying to hit the ground right here, which is adjacent where the ball would be when you've got a ball in the picture. Yeah, we can see the ball there. So the ball was, the bottom of your swing was maybe half an inch before the ball, which is fine. Half an inch before the ball is actually pretty good for a fairway wood. It's when you start getting 3 and 4 inches before the ball that you'll have a lot of trouble, and that's where you were before. You were there because of your body's position and association with the ball was too far back behind the ball. Now you feel right now that you're really square up on the ball here, but we can see that your body's position in relation to the ball is about perfect. Okay, just level with your left armpit on the inside of your shoulder, about an inch inside your left ear. That's absolutely perfect for a fairway wood. And we can see the ball was up here forward in your stance. Excellent. So the feelings that you were creating with that rounded drill was to get more of a rotation through with your arms. Because the club face was going back shut in the past, your arms had to reverse rotate coming through. That reverse rotation encouraged you to have the club hit the ground before the ball, because that's where the arms would direct the ball towards the ground. With rotation coming through now, as the club face is square going back, we'll need to add rotation to square it up. With rotation coming through, your club now is going to be much more likely to hit the ground when the ball is. Thanks for coming down to see me. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks' time. Good luck with the practice.